It was suggested by Florida Belle in our YouTube comments. Hi, Florida Belle. Lovely to have you here. This is Vicarious by Tool.
Oh my god.
I removed it from the playlist, so I assumed it'd be fine.
That was from the sound check
Oh, for
earlier.
fuck's sake.
I liked it.
I haven't heard that in like, so long. I remember listening. Like the only reason I started listening to Tool was because I had to Google it. It was Guitar Hero World Tour. I couldn't remember what Guitar Hero was. That was 2008 that came out. And I
Was that
remem-
song in Guitar Hero?
Yeah, that song and Schism by Tool as well. And I just remember being like, "Where's the 2 and 4? I can't play this." Like, I just remember like even they're trying to like follow it along. From what I remembered, I was always getting lost because it's so like it does get quite
Yeah.
time signatures get quite
That-
quite
that-
cool.
That's where I must have recognised it from as well, because I didn't remember the name, but I
Yeah.
remember
No, I'd never
Guitar Hero World
heard. I'd
Tour.
never heard that.
I don't remember that.
Never heard
It's
any
cool.
by them
Got some
before.
fucked up music videos as well. It's really cool.
Yeah, I like it. It was like very spooky.
Um,
Yeah, it was. Sorry, on you go.
I thought the bass was very fit,
Oh yeah.
and
Oh,
I was thinking like with that kind of, again, not to talk about genres, but with that kind of genre music, sometimes there is a fetish for like over the top guitar solos
Yeah.
that are just like totally fucking annoying. And there wasn't any with that song. Like it was
Yeah.
all phrased properly. The riff just drove everything else forward. It was almost like the guitar was an accompaniment to the bass, the drums.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
more of a percussion than
Yeah,
Yeah.
Van Halen kind of thing.
Yeah. Like,
yeah. I was
bass
kind of
melodies.
waiting for it to come, and it didn't. I did kind of think sometimes. So most of the time, I think it fit, but like the first time there was a big drum solo, I was like, oh, that's fucking fat. That's good. That's in the right context, but it felt like it kind of that same kind of like really like just
Yeah.
seemed to be like used a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And like it fits the song, but I don't know. I guess I maybe was hoping for
Yeah, it's maybe
bit more like
a taste,
variation
a
here and
taste
there.
thing, yeah, because it really does.
yeah, because
fit,
like
yeah.
there's like that. There's definitely time and place for that, and you know this song is mostly
Yeah.
the time and place. I guess it's just that there's other fills that could have been used or
Yeah.
like kind of textures that he could have
I really like
introduced.
the build up part, especially the first one when it was that just the drum thing and the bass, and then the snare came in and it was really like quite janky. And then that mad guitar like tremolo, it made it sound like Mad Max or something like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was heavy. It was like I knew that they were a heavy band, but it was more bordering on metal than I expected.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
good.
thought it was going to be like, I don't know, closer to rock,
Fair.
but it was
Right.
it's the kind of band that I'd have been so into if I'd like heard them when I was 14.
Yeah,
which was,
no,
like,
right.
Like just try to fucking figure out shit like that on the drums would have been like probably not very doable compared to what I thought I was doing, but it's the kind of thing that I would have probably spent time.
Or the crack at, aye.
Yeah, because you were
I
heavy
like
into Maiden, at the time, so...
Aye, right into Maiden.
I feel like they're definitely quite like the. I mean, like underrated
Yeah, no,
gets thrown around a lot these days. No, just like it's not a band that a lot of people seem to know about, but they're like very, like, good.
Yeah.
Like I was definitely
quality.
aware of them,
Yeah,
yeah, but I didn't know like I
What they're
didn't
about.
know any songs by them. I think this is the first song that I could like name or probably recognise
I think
going forward.
Swanee, that's a really good point about like the sort of flashy parts that you usually get from metal kind of music, because that's a sort of put off for me as well sometimes. Sometimes, but they didn't. It was all for the song, like for the most part. I would have said guitar wise anyway.
Yeah.
Mm.
Some of the.
Yeah,
Sorry, go on.
Go ahead. I was going to say, I thought the production overall was really good though. I thought the whole thing, I mean, I don't know how the audio quality shares on like screen share.
Yes.
I think it's alright this far. But I thought it sounded really good, like sonically. Obviously sonically, but yeah.
Sound-wise, it
was
sounded
just-
great.
Yeah. In terms of sound, it was good.
My only complaint is that, like, I would like the vocals to have been cranked just a wee bit more. Like, I want to hear what he has to say, like, throughout the song.
I was about to mention that the vocal, like lyrically, like it's quite. I mean, it's obviously always going to be relevant, that kind of thing. It's just about watching, like especially what's going on now, like shit happening on the news, and people like kind of that murder porn is kind of the. Yeah.
I'm gonna. Can we edit in the text? Don't bring up politics, right?
It's not.
From
It's
last
not
week.
political. It's just like murder porn and stuff like that. It's the whole thing that like people are addicted to, like watching all this shitty stuff happen on the news, and they like get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
If it leads, it leads.
Right? Yeah. I know. I mean, just touching on that. Good. Good message.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
holds a mirror up to society that,
I think
in
you
which
need to
we
come up
live.
with a segue, please.
Fuck cops. Next up.
Yeah.
Alright, fuck it. Next song.
Yeah.
Any more thoughts?
Yeah.
Cool.
I actually agree with that, Swanee, but just the vocals. But I think that's maybe part of the style, because they need to blend more as another instrument.
Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely.
The
Aye.
I know, and as a non-drummer as well, I didn't really notice the. See how you were talking about like the, and how it's like, is it like a thing that's used a lot? Is that the, like?
Oh yeah, I mean it's like I mean I'm sure he's doing a bunch of different
Yeah.
things, but it's like a kind of simple pattern of, you know, if you can play more notes if like with two hands than with one hand,
Right.
and then if you like utilize better technique, you'll get faster and faster. But it's like there's ways to kind of then spread that between your hands and your feet to get like loads of notes really
Right.
quickly.
Okay.
But because it's like you could just have like right, left, and then like one bass drum or two bass drums,
Yeah.
it's really easy to just like pump that out.
There was a bit where
And-
the cymbals were kind of offset against what. Obviously, I'm not a drummer, but against what I thought was like the general beat of the song. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, there was a lot of that, like rhythmically. I mean, I don't know. I think it had a few, or I think it definitely had a few time signatures.
against
Yeah.
each other. Do you mean?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I just meant
Really,
like
yeah.
at different times, but yeah, because of that, like some things were playing something regular, and then other things were playing to the meter,
Yeah.
and then that was kind of
Yeah. It's cool.
yeah, it was really well done.
Yeah.
Like it sounded, obviously it's a studio recording, but it sounded very tight.
Mm.
Awesome.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, if it came on the radio or something, I wouldn't turn the radio off. You know, like it's like if it's like sorry.
Such an old man.
or Spotify or anything. Like just like
Yeah.
you know,
That
like
came on
on
the wireless.
see if like Spotify like it does like an artist radio,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then like say you were listening to like say you were listening to Maiden or
Or
something like that.
AC/DC like us at the start of the...
Similar bands to Tool, like
So,
AC/DC.
Oh no,
So-
no.
just
No,
to give
no, no.
just to give a wee bit of context for our reaction to Michael playing that, Michael doesn't like AC, or not doesn't like, but like finds it very boring, which has been a
Aye.
long running
Less
grudge
so
between
now, to be fair.
Yeah.
a long running grudge between me and Michael. Right, we've
Yeah.
been pals for 10 years, and it's probably the one thing we've consistently disagreed on.
It was
and-
just it was it was a song that I used to like just test the audio
Yeah.
because I wanted to test obviously these songs that we're reacting to for the first time.
It's always
But I
Back in
delete-
Black by AC/DC is just, if anyone asks me, oh, what song, like I don't know why, it's just, it's my own personal meme.
Yeah.
It's like, I
All
always
Star.
say, yeah,
Yeah.
like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Yeah.
what's up next? What's up next?
that's funny.
Alright, so